What's up, guys? It's your boy Chad from Defund Simping. And we have a guest all the way from where? West Virginia?
I'm in Virginia.
But so not West Virginia, just Virginia.
I'm from West Virginia.
Oh, from West Virginia.
But I live in Virginia. I know it's confusing.
Okay, beautiful. And as told by Haley is the name, she's blowing up. She's a mixture of like comedy that's like kind of cringy, but it works for her. She always has like ice pops on her. Like she just does this, just so unique. Probably the most unique channel I've seen. So I had to have her on the show. Everyone welcome, as told by Haley.
Yay! Thanks for having me, Chad. I'm excited.
Anytime. So I'm just curious. When women just jump on TikTok and they help men out, they get a lot of flack, right? Pick me. Sure. Did he pick you yet? Et cetera, et cetera. So have you, like, first of all, what made you want to help men in the first place?
I started just making fun of dating in general. That's kind of how it started. Well, at first it started off as like, I thought I was giving like good advice.
Okay.
But I almost give advice based on what I do to get men, but how men can apply it to women, I guess.
Okay.
And then it kind of evolved into like all these hate comments. And then I started laughing and just, I get inspiration from other people's videos and I will say the opposite a lot of times.
Ah, okay. Got you. So, okay, this is me reaching. This is how I think. I feel like women are a bit more emotional than men, right? So how did you handle all the negativity, right? Because I know men are a bit more better at that, but women they're like, oh, she called me ugly. Like it can get a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think after you get so many at one time, you just become numb and you embrace it. And my videos started getting pushed out more and more. And I don't want to say it's because of hate, because as much hate, I would also get equal or more amount of love and the followers would follow. So people were enjoying my content. So that's kind of what just got the ball rolling for me.
That's good, man. Like I call it, actually not I call it, my friends call it the hazing process. If you can get through the first level of hate, right? Because some people fold right away, right? They tried to cancel me back in January of this year, and Haley, they came basically the woke mob. So think of like the super duper left, like with like the bald heads and the yellow eye makeup and like septum piercings. Like they came in groves. Like they basically doxed me. They found my mom's phone number, dad's phone number, harassed friends, family. They posted my businesses I run on their pages. They go harass them on there. Like they did all out warfare on my channel. So I had to psycho, insane.
I mean, that's what fuels my energy anymore, because it's comical, right?
Yeah.
TikTok's my outlet. Like I have a day job. I have a whole life.
Yeah,
I don't take it too seriously.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, so you, in a way, how I see it, specialize giving men some game. Because as you can see, it's like this. You're a pretty woman. So most of the time, women like yourself are completely oblivious to what men have to go through in dating, right? So I realize when you I'm making an assumption here. When you are making these videos, you're probably like, damn, like men really don't get this, or men are really clueless.
Yes. That was honestly my first thought. It's funny because I now will get DMs from people asking me, like genuinely valuing my advice, and will give me these big long novels asking me what they should do. And I'm just like, oh wow, they really think that like I have a niche here, or like I am an expert, right?
Yeah, I'm an expert. Yeah.
That's the joke, right? It makes me laugh because I've dated a lot of men, first dates, and then it goes nowhere. And it's a joke to me because it's like, I really suck at dating.
Gotcha.
Actually. But I'm an expert and I laugh at myself about it. And then it's
Gotcha.
just kind of become a thing. And the
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
like I just said it.
I did-
And it's like that's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's what you guys want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay, then
I can do it.
I can do that.
Got you. So let's go into our first topic, right? What's your take on dating apps from a female standpoint, not the male, but the female standpoint? How's dating apps for you?
For me, well, I moved to a state where I know nobody. I
Okay.
started a new job at the beginning of COVID, and I would consider myself more of like in the middle between extrovert, introvert. But
Okay.
dating apps are an easy way for everybody to find somebody to meet. Um, I think it's just so accessible for us, and especially during COVID is when you couldn't go out to bars. And then for young professionals, the older you get, once you're no longer in school, and I think that's what it was for me, because I was engaged at one point and I just got out of my relationship in May of 2020, and I met my ex-fiance in dental school. So when we broke up, it's like, how am I supposed to, when I'm just working? I go to work every day. I know nobody. So you don't really have a choice.
Absolutely. So I'll say this, right? So a little fun fact for you here, maybe. Tinder is 80% men and 20% women,
It
right?
doesn't feel that way, but apparently.
Yes, very, very much so, right?
I'm
So
gonna have to put my
imagine,
cat away.
no worries, no worries. Ladies and gentlemen, the host is putting away her cat. You know, the cat is meowing a lot. Anyway, that was quick. Wow. No,
I just had to open the door.
short intermission. Anyway,
Go
guys,
ahead.
so imagine this, no worries. Imagine this. You're at a club with you and your girlfriend and 8 dudes walk in. That's Tinder, right? So for the most part, most dudes are down bad. Like they're swiping on anything and everything just to get something. But studies have shown even the women who aren't as desirable are still swiping on like the top 20% of men, right?
Yeah.
So dating apps are cool, but at the same time, if you don't have that certain look, you know, you're short, maybe not the most attractive, like it's tough for you. So
Right.
so I call these men in a way, sorry boys, the ghosts. So they suck on Tinder, they have approach anxiety. So it's like they can't approach a girl, they don't get matches. So it's like the only way they can get girls is like through their job, right? Because like girls they work with, because like they're in their little bubble circle, or it's like a friend of a friend.
Right.
So it's like their pool of options are kind of slimmed up, and that's why a lot that this also correlates to why men have a scarcity mindset, right? They can't approach girls at a bar, they don't
Okay.
get matches, so when they meet a girl, they're now okay. I haven't talked to a girl in like a month, haven't gotten dating 4 months. Hopefully, like this can work, right? And what happens,
Right.
girls showing low interest, flaking, bailing, they will stay and put up with it because they don't have the options to go, okay, next. Like I do. I have the abundance mindset. Like I'll go out to a Taco Tuesday bar and meet 4 hot chicks and then start and take them all out and see which ones I can bang, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
most of these dudes, they can't meet 4 girls in a night. They're too scared to approach any of them.
Well, I think it goes in some way for women, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, that's an interesting perspective. I guess I never realized it
Yeah.
from that point of view. Because I feel like women equally struggle in the same sort of way with dating apps.
I think I get okay. It's funny. Men, we want to bang. Women, y'all want long-term security, relationships. We hold the key to relationships. You guys hold the key to sex, right? So there's actually a lot of articles done where a lot of young men are sexless, right? Because they can't get girls, but then women are having a hard time, getting a relationship. So it's a dance, right? So it's
Right.
Yeah.
So I think I realized that
Okay.
after in the beginning, because you're right. At first, it's like, okay, I need a really good looking guy, and I think he's checking out all the boxes. So the first time I ever got ghosted,
Yeah.
meaning I went out with a guy And I really thought, okay, this is going somewhere already. You know, he shows interest. He's been to my place. I've been to his place. Like, what went wrong? And all of a sudden, it's just like, hello. And I was confused. And then I started to realize this. And so that in itself, you kind of stop caring in a way, but you get bored if you're not doing anything, right? Going to work and then what? Because I'm like, here, I live by myself with my cat, clearly. So it shifted my mindset. And it kind of made me not lower my expectations as far as long term, seeing things as long term. I became more open-minded.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it is for all other women. Truthfully, I just speak on my personal experiences.
Absolutely.
And I've became more of an open-minded person, I think.
Yeah.
So my whole philosophy is trying to make others be more open-minded, if that makes any sense at all.
Got you. So I actually want to help you with the situation that you went through. Now, here's the thing. What I'm about to say is a roll of the dice. So what I learned is with women, if you sleep with a man soon, you're going to have to add some type of value where it's hard for him to replace you, right? Because, for example, this sounds crazy, but hear me out. Let's just say after you guys were to go to the bedroom, and when you got up, you made the bed. So such a small thing. It's like, whoa, every girl I get just gets up, go and gets out of here in the morning, right? Like made the bed, like, whoa, I guess that's wife, like just here's the thing, men never get appreciated. Men never get like men never get asked, what can I do for you? Right? It's always men taking you out, buying you, it's usually the men pursuing and giving. So when you give to a man, they're like, whoa, no girl ever made my bed before. My mom did that, but like, that's, oh, you want coffee? I'm going to show my Starbucks. Damn, like just small things will go a long way with men because the bar is set at 0 for men. Hey,
see, and I'm sorry, go ahead. If you
yeah. So it's like doing small things for men you're dating. Here's the thing. Women have gone to like this whole new thing where it's like, I'm not doing shit for men unless the ring on my finger, right? And to me, it's like you can never get to the wifey if you don't do things and show me that you're worth it, right? So it's like a lot of women have been almost in a way on TikTok been demonized for doing shit for men. There was a girl who made a video saying, oh, my husband wakes up, I have coffee and breakfast ready. The comments, is your husband a child? Are you a slave? Like women shaming that woman for doing stuff for her husband, right? So it's like, I'm not sure how it is over there with the Southern hospitality of the South over there, but it's like, it's so with men, it's like the bar's on the ground. You make the bed. Oh my freaking God. Like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's me. So I'm surrounded by a bunch of women that are most of them are all married.
Okay.
So, and again, I'm going off my own personal experience. I don't really talk to other women who are in the same position as I am, like single and thriving and doing the dating apps and connecting with different people. I don't even have any, close personal friends that I know.
Yeah, in your state.
Long term that do TikTok. So this is just like my own thing, going off my own personal experience. But I don't really understand not doing things, but I think that's how I am. I can't help it. Like I like to do acts of service. And I made a video about this and people started commenting because I love when I post a video and it's like, okay, I don't know what you could negatively say about this. This is like nothing but a positive message here. Absolutely. And boom, people surprise me. And it's like, tell me your love language is acts of service without telling me. And I'm just like, that's not where we were going here. But I do have a lot of masculine energy. And so I think that's also what has made it hard for me. In some ways, I feel like I almost do too much at times and has hurt me. Yes. So sometimes I feel like it was almost like I need to tone it down. I need to stop doing so much, like making the bed. If a guy stays with me, I'm making him breakfast. I don't even care if I plan to see you again. That's just how I am, I guess.
Wow. I've never met a chick who said that in their entire life. So it's crazy.
As I'm a good person, I guess. If you come into my space, I'm going to treat you like a guest. I mean, and that's the problem with dating, is people treat people like a game, like objects. But if I'm actually going to give my time to somebody, at the end of the day, I'm going to still treat you with respect and as a human, as a guest in my space.
True. Wow. Yeah. I never heard that one. And hey, so, okay. You know what? I'll stick to the topics because this is a personal conversation. We'd really get into that because that's really good. I want to keep it podcast ways. I don't want too much of your business out there. But anyway, dating apps for men, right? From my point of view, as a 6'1" light-skinned Negro with cool hair, I get maybe a match a week, right? So it's like even I'm not doing that hot on dating apps, right?
Okay.
So it's tough out here, man. It's not the easiest, but here's the thing though, for me, I only swipe right on girls I find attractive. So probably a 7.5 and above, right? So if I swiped right on every single woman, I'd probably get some more matches, but that's not my goal. The goal is to actually meet an attractive girl, not get the validation. Oh, this girl finds me handsome. I'm not going to talk to her. Because a lot of girls, even in their bio, honestly here for some validation. They're not here to meet any man. They just want these 195 men find me attractive. Okay, that's all I need. Delete the app.
See, this is what has evolved my content. Because I make fun of people like that. For example, the whole I didn't even realize this because I don't care how tall you are. Most guys are going to be taller than me. Gotcha. That's how it is. I've never had that problem, but there's no specification. So the fact that there's so many men who get so mad because all women care about is if you're not 6 foot or above, forget it. Yeah. And it's like, wait, what? Really? Most of the men I've dated have my current boo thing, 5'8". The guy before that, 5'8". Wait, what? That stuff. I guess I'm just have a different mindset.
Absolutely. I feel like so often men hear on movies, rap music and stuff like that, 6 figures, 6 foot, right? That's what they hear often. So they feel like that's how all women think. And for me, I understand that. Listen, they may say that because obviously which girl would reject a guy who's 6 foot? They would, as far as height wise, right? But if you come to a girl with a good personality and you have some, you can take care of yourself financially, at least yourself, they'll give you a shot. They will. Now, all girls, no, but there are girls out there who definitely don't really care about your height as long as you're at least got 3 on them. If you got 3 on them, they can work with you, right? They can throw on 3-inch heels and be your equal, but at least give them 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, height's not even a thing for me, I guess. So it just that would be something that I would probably make a video about and blow it out of proportion and get tons of hate comments.
We know what though? I feel like the men will stand behind you, and also there's a bunch of parody accounts I see where it's whenever a girl says 3 inches is enough or 3 inches is good enough or I love short men are all let's fucking go,
right.
So it's you get pushed a lot to the frat bro community, who are all a bunch of 5'8", 5'9", dudes, so it's you promoting short kings will get you far.
Right. And to be honest, I don't know how tall. Did you say you're 6'1"?
6'1".
Okay, but there are some men that are 6 foot or taller, and there's, to me, that they always look super skinny and lanky, and I don't think I've ever dated somebody that tall. It just I've never been attracted to that, so I don't really understand. But I also don't wear heels. Okay. So, but what are you gonna get out of height? Is it really all about looks?
I think
mostly about the
offspring.
I'm sorry.
The offspring. they want tall children, you know, to play baseball, football, whatever the case may be. It's more, I think it's a mating thing. They want to reproduce their genes with tall ass dude.
That's very interesting. That's a different, I've never ever thought like that.
Yeah, it's a mating thing. Because if you're short and you mate with another short king, that short king is not to go through what the dad went through, you know, short shaming. So at least if you marry a 6-foot guy, maybe the husband can produce, you know, like a 5'11", 5'10", 6-foot dude, where he doesn't get short shamed by his peers.
So what if you don't want kids? Is that still something that's gonna apply?
Probably not. Then no.
No.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
So it's a little more on the dating app thing, right? When you were looking, because I know now your attention's with a man you actually like right now. When you were looking, what were some like automatic disqualifiers on these dating apps? So say, for example, he's handsome, but you saw this, you read this, and it was like, nope, can't do it.
Man, I wish, because it's actually been like 3 months. So there were things though, but I think now if you're just like super, if you really are handsome,
Okay.
and you show some personality, I don't care what it is, I'm likely gonna swipe right. But typically the things would be The Office. It got old. If I started seeing a lot of the same things, or if your responses like on Hinge, you have the prompts and you have the opportunity to be witty, right? Or say something that shows off your personality. It can be dumb as hell. But if it's like a one-word answer, also, this is my number one thing. You don't smile with your teeth.
You know what? That's the same for me too, because I feel like if you don't smile with your teeth in any photo, you must have messed up teeth. So I don't want to be surprised in our date.
And you know what? Some might think that it's bad to assume that, but it's true because I actually experienced that.
Gotcha.
I matched with the guy. He was cute. He had cute, like really gorgeous eyes and nice face, all these things. And then I started thinking about it and I'm like, oh no. And I knew in my gut before I even actually, and then we FaceTimed and I was like,
gotcha.
I knew it. And then that was it for me. I was like, I'm sorry, you have to smile with your teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but that also shows your confidence level, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it. It's not that I'm here to judge, but that's how it already tells me a little bit about you.
Got you. Yes, it's true, man. Like I'm the same way. If a girl is every single photo just like, I know you got a messed up girl in there, and that's a turn off for me. And so is there anything else you want me to take over for the men?
Quality photos is a thing. They might look cute in maybe a fuzzy picture or something, but it's just, I think the quality of photos, and I have so many guys who DM me or will comment and be like, how do I get matches? And I'm just like, guys, like, first of all, I would love to see your profiles. I want to see what they look like, because it's not hard. But how many men, I don't know how it goes for women as much, obviously, but for men, like very little or very few men in this area put in effort to posting quality pictures. And really all you got to do is stand in front of a wall with some good lighting, and there's so many apps on your phone for free to just kind of enhance the color and show your face and smile. Like, it's not hard. So I don't understand it. Why? And people wonder, well, why don't I get matches? I guarantee if you just put some decent quality photos, that's going to be a game changer already.
I'll answer that for you. So there's a reason. Most men only take pictures when they feel accomplished, or when they're with friends. So that the fish, of course, because they accomplished something. They caught a fish. Their body that they built, over the years since high school football. Then you have your, award ceremonies, and then have out with the boys, right? Because a lot of men feel awkward going, hey, bro, take a picture of me by myself next to this car. the key, they feel kind of like feminine. That's what girls do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I encourage men, listen, bro, if you have approach anxiety and you can't approach girls, like you at least gotta do good on social media. You can't be bad in both. Then you shoot
Right.
yourself in the foot. You gotta have one outlet going well for you. So
Right.
I always tell guys, look, either find a friend who is also on dating apps, say, hey, bro, let's get in some cool outfits. Like when I say cool outfits, how you're gonna show up on this date with her, give her a preview of what she can expect, on this date and how you look, right?
Right.
So look cool, and you guys can go around golden hour, like depending on what state you're in. Is golden hour is when, like, to say the sun sets at 7, your best bet is like 5 to 6. Take some good lighting, take good photos around that time, and post them. And you may get some more. Not saying a bunch, like you're gonna go from 0 to 100, but you may go from 0 to 3, 0 to 4, and that can help out a lot. So ask your homie, man, if to do some scouting with you and to take some photos.
Right. Seriously though. I mean, I've been waiting because I loved your video and this actually gave me the idea to do it, but you made a couple videos on how to make yourself look more attractive, right?
Yeah, dude, the first video went to like 1.5 million views. I'm like, holy
Right.
cow, what the hell? Yeah.
Right. And I love that idea because that's probably one of the most frequent comments that I get.
Wow.
I always start like, if you're talking to a girl and people are like, I was done at you when you're talking to a girl. How do you get matches or whatever?
Yeah.
It's just like, really? Is it really that hard for you guys out there? Are you like, I want to know how much effort they're putting in.
Not a lot, dude. Pictures are all old and in high school and they're low quality.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of them. There's like 3.
I mean, if all your pictures are low quality, I mean, you might look good looking, but usually that's going to tell you that, one, they're outdated.
True.
And 2, you aren't probably confident or feeling yourself at the moment, your current self.
Yeah.
So, and I've been there too, matched with, I've given them all a chance, tested the waters, and I feel like I've seen it all.
Got you.
At this point. So that soon became an instant swipe left.
Okay, so you talk about the profiles, guys. Basically, sum it up. Smile on your freaking pictures. Put some effort into your pictures, right? And you should have a decent start. Now let's get to the match, right? This is where I've posted many videos. For me, guys, I'm all about speed. If this girl is attractive, above a 7, she's holding 12 conversations with a bunch of different dudes. They're messing up. They're taking way too long to set the date. They're thinking, oh, I have to get to know her before I ask. No, you freaking don't. You get to know her on the date. So what I tell guys is this. Oh, wait, this ties in perfectly. Because you made a video, I'm like, I'm gonna talk to her about that. Here we go. You're gonna laugh. I start with something simple. Guys, she already swiped right on you. There's no need to, are you from Tennessee? Because there's no point. She found you attractive. She swiped right on you. The attraction's there. No need to overdo it with the pickup lines. You already won. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you. Hey, what's up? How are you, Janelle? How are you? As told by Haley. As told by Haley. Your TikTok name. Whatever. Yeah. She responds, oh, well, how are you? And this is where you're going to laugh. I always ask them, so Haley, what brings you to Tinder? Right? And you said you hate that question. And here's the thing. I love that question because I take what you say and I use it against you. So let's just say you're lying to me. Oh, I'm on here because quarantine has me bored, right? I'll say, perfect. Let's get bored together this Friday. Let's grab a drink, right?
Okay.
Right,
yeah.
Right away. And guys, be very direct. Don't say, well, I was wondering if you want, no, I want to blank, blank, blank this day, or what's your availability? By you putting up against that wall, if she says anything other than yes, she's not down. Like,
and I love that. And that's pretty much how it's done, because that would work. That shows your confidence. I mean, I hate the way you phrased it is a little bit different. I don't like the phrasing, what are you looking for?
Looking,
because
looking at, okay, for sure.
Not, what brings you to Tinder? That I'm going to answer that one probably a little bit differently.
Okay, fair enough.
Then what am I looking for? Because that implies like, are you, oh, I'm looking for my
Yeah,
soulmate.
yeah, this or this. Yeah, it's either this or this. Yeah.
And I've had that question asked, and I felt like the pressure, because sometimes you're kind of like wondering like, that obviously means that they're looking for something specific. So the way, based on my answer, that is going to either make me or break me. Am I right or am I wrong? I mean, I've had a guy ask me, what are you looking for? And I simply gave, because I just make fun of it. I'm like, the Ben to my Jerry, the Mickey to my Minnie, like some dumbass response.
Fair.
And most guys don't really know how to roll with that. So they just
not witty enough. Yeah, they kind of, yeah, they're vanilla.
I mean, they think I'm weird instantly, and I love it. Because if you don't know how to like interact with me or vibe with my humor,
Yeah,
or just, I don't know, it makes people awkward in a way. But
true.
I had a guy be like, I'm specifically looking to hook up, and I'm just like,
okay,
you know,
you can
that's
never...
where you ruined it. Not because you're looking to hook up, but the fact that you feel the need to explicitly state it.
Yep.
It's already a turn off for me. Because maybe I was down to hook up.
That's what I'm saying. Guys, listen, from the book Rational Male, Rollo Tomasi wrote, women never want full disclosure, right? There's ways to word that without saying, I want to hook up. Like you said, I could have been down, but when you worded it, now I'm not.
Because I've been in, phases of the year where, honestly, I'm swiping maybe to get my fix.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm busy, but girls have needs too.
Sure.
I mean, it's not all about like, I'm not thinking long term. Like sometimes it's just nice to have some human interaction, like I like to say.
Yeah.
And then I've seen it the other way. I've had a guy message me, what are you looking for? I give my dumbass answer. And he made it very clear, and this turned me off too, is that as soon as he starts talking to a girl, he deletes the app. And it's just like, that soon? It's like we already just started talking. I don't even know if we exchanged numbers yet. And he was like, he deleted his Bumble profile already. And it's like, bro, what? Whoa.
So let me not translate it, but like give them like the whole male perspective thing. It's like, okay, guys, how I say this properly. It's like the man thinks, oh, I'm gonna show her I'm all about her by deleting my app. She should be turned on by that. I'm showing her I'm all for her and I'm ready for her. She should be, oh yes, yeah, finally a guy wants to commit. But it's like, they have to like you first. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And again, the full disclosure thing, like that's fine if he thought, we already made that like that connect to where we're both feeling it. I don't know. I've been thinking about this, people are really blindsided. They're surprised by ghosting because they thought things were going so well. And then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, why does he not talk? I thought we liked each other. But there comes a point where there's that connect with people. Does that make sense? Where you are, then because that's kind of where I'm at now, finally. Like, I don't have to worry about this guy that I've been seeing. I'll be shocked. You'll know if I actually get ghosted, but
TikTok will find out.
There's no way.
Gotcha.
No way.
All right, guys. So I feel like with the dating apps, guys, like I think I got a lot of good content. You guys should get a lot of good content from this. She confirmed that, listen, even if your goal is to hook up, you can say things like this. This is what I say. I am looking to find a cool girl to have fun with and go on dates with. Translation, I'm trying to hook up, but that sounded much better to you. I'm trying to find a cool girl, go on fun dates with, hang out with.
I liked your approach too. Yeah. The like, oh, you're bored, let's go get a drink. That's confident. Not asking, just say it. Say what you mean.
Tell her. Don't ask her, tell her. Right?
It's not cocky or anything, but it's confident, and it's just like, well, okay, let's go get a drink.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're looking for a friend.
Exactly.
right? Or
Do it.
bored.
Exactly. So it's just like, you gotta, be confident enough to just lay on the line. And also another thing I tell guys is how you've probably been this a couple times in your life before too. I call them the window shopper. What is that, right? The window shopper. Think of a window shop. They look but never buy, right?
Right.
Think of it in the dating world as a woman will give you attention but never wants to hang out, right? So they'll text. So by me closing on you in 4 or 5 messages, it weeds you out as a window shopper or not. Because what happens is guys will be talking to girls in dating apps for like 4 or 5 days straight, right? And then they ask to hang out, and the girl's like, oh, I'm not sure yet, or maybe, and they can't take the hint because they're in scarcity because this is their first match all quarter, all 3 months, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so now they're just scared to let go of this girl, and they keep talking to her when she has no intentions of seeing him.
Right.
So closing quick allows you to find out if a girl is actually for you or not.
For sure. And I heard this somewhere. I don't know if it was YouTube or what, but this goes along with misconceptions, is a guy will only text you or continue to text you and hold conversation. Most of the time it's because they like you.
Yeah, for sure.
But a girl, she can text you every day and respond and drag it out. That does not mean she likes you. And I thought about that and I was like, yeah, that's true. Because I've been there so many times. And it's not that I'm trying to lead a guy on, but like, women are more open, I think, to friendship than men are with girls.
Men who say that, I question them. But think about it. If I approach you at a bar, think I'm trying to hold hands with you and play Ring Around the Rosie? No, I'm trying to blow your back out. Like I approach you for that reason, right? So it's like, if most of the time when men get friend zoned, it's like, dude, like, you want that girl. You're just trying to, show her that you can be a good friend. But you're right though. Women are more open to be friends with men because men are a bit less drama. Men are a bit more, I guess, a bit more, sometimes be more fun to hang out with. The whole locker room talk vibes. Like, ooh, this is spicy how men talk. Like, so girls kind of like being a part of that tribe of cool dudes. But it's hard the other way around. Like, I only entertain women I'm into sexually. I don't really entertain girls I'm trying to be friends with unless I'm doing business. That's, of course, different. But I think that's a good misconception you dropped down is, I didn't talk about my TikTok. Like, women can talk to you, FaceTime you, but they don't like you like that. So the best way to find out they like you like that is setting the date. And they give you anything but a yes, they're just not down. And you gotta accept that and just move on to the next
one. That's probably the best advice you could give to men, honestly. If she's not going to close, if she doesn't agree to a one-on-one date or hanging out one-on-one, there's your answer.
Yeah, there it is, man. Clear as day. And
it is.
Or they'll go, oh, can my friend come? Like, for example, bro, I coach guys on Patreon, and maybe one day you can do down the line too. I'll help you set that up. Where, hey, bro, I got a match, blah blah, but she has to bring a friend. I'm just like, bro, this is when you show her you're a freaking man. Listen, this is a date, not a hangout. So if you want to see me, you have to see me one-on-one. Like put the stake in the ground. Like, let this girl know this is a date.
Right.
And pushes back. Well, I don't feel comfortable. This girl's been on a date before with a guy alone. Like, so it's like, you don't let her shame you into letting her friend come, because guess what? She makes you pay the bill for both of them. now you're really down bad.
That's really dumb, and that makes it really awkward. I would think. I've never said that, but I usually I've definitely made excuses and dragged it out, and will continue to just talk and play around. Exactly. Not intentionally by any means, but
he gave you. It felt good.
I mean, yeah. And you feel, I think women talking to men, you feel less judged because women are so much more judgmental of each other.
Yeah.
Not necessarily of just a guy that's a friend and his personality, but girls will judge each other much harder. than like if you just being yourself and talking to a guy. So we feel more open, like ourselves, and it's comforting and it's nice.
I never heard that before. So man, freaking take notes of that. I think a misconception. I'm not sure. You know what? Okay, I'll say this. I'll see if you agree or disagree. A lot of men out there, it's mostly women telling men, and since men are so agreeable to women because they won't be accepted by them, they agree with them. As a comment I get from girls sometimes and men sometimes is, why are you guys listening to a man speak about women? You should listen to another woman. My problem with that is, let's go back to high school when I was the biggest simp of all time. Girls would friend zone me. Chad, you're such a great guy. I wish more guys were like you. You're so respectful, so kind. But don't be like Michael, though. He's an asshole. But guess who's banging Michael? That girl. Right? So shame the guy she's sleeping with, but praise the guy in her friend zone. And I was like, wait a minute, like, I'm a good guy, but like, wait, like, why aren't we together? But like, you're shaming that guy, but you're banging him. So it's like, she gave me advice to get girls that kept her in the leverage. Oh, she's not hanging out. Oh, just take your time. Like, don't rush it. Just keep, like, she kept trying to make women look sweet, spice, and everything nice. What she should have said was, drop that girl. She don't like you. Move on. Right?
Absolutely.
So a lot of times girls will give men advice that keeps them in the leverage. Like, oh, she's not responding to your text, and it's been 2 times. Oh, just try again. She probably didn't. Like, they're gonna keep themselves looking innocent. Like, oh no, she like basically sticking up for the girl, right? Instead of shaming her, they stick up for her. It's almost like a girl code thing. They girls are behind closed doors, like, don't tell the secret, babe. Oh, I won't. Oh yeah, just keep trying.
Yeah. I've made a video.
Yeah.
And my video that I did make, basically doing exactly what you just said, like, just keep doing the dating apps, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm being 100% smart ass in that video, and I thought it was so bad that it was obvious, right? But so many people think I'm serious, and it's just like, so that makes sense of what you're saying.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not following this girl code because, like I said, that's a video where I'm playing the opposite. I'm telling you the bad, what you should just like not do, basically. People are like, this is terrible. This is toxic. And I'm like,
Joe.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Exactly. Good. Glad we figured that out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, and again, it's just, this is why the men's dating market is massive. Like, there could be another 100 people coming on TikTok and we all be just fine. Because it's just, men they get such bad advice from girls. They get friend zoned by their mothers, and they think they understand the dating world. And then they come to my page. It's like, wait, what? Like they almost have to unplug from like everything they've been taught for a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I agree. And I think that's kind of, my page is starting to evolve. I'm keeping the same niche, but like the things that I'm telling people, because sometimes I am cold and I'm not being serious. I made a video, someone commented, why do girls like mean guys? And so I played into it. I don't know if you've seen that one, but I said something about, you ever heard the phrase, nice guys finish last? Well, that's because it's true. See, women like a girl that's mean, and just saying, because that gives us a reason to act the same way back. We don't have to feel like we need to be nice and vice versa. If that makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
go on.
A lot of people are like, yeah, true. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it is true. Oh, in some way.
That's actually was on my misconceptions. Girls like the bad boy. So let's talk, right? Because sometimes how men interpret that is, okay, well, I'm gonna go punch her in the face. No. Like, don't be that bad. Like, hold on. Like, let me paraphrase, right? So men tend to go from one extreme to the other. They were a super nice boy, like a doormat for this girl. She can call him at 5 a.m. to go pick her up 5 hours away. He'd get in his car and drive there, like doormat for this girl. Then once he hears nice guys finish last, now he's now he's Chris Brown, he's hitting girls and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
hold on. Okay, here's the misconception, fellas. And I talk about this on YouTube and also on TikTok. These bad boys, they just have traits. They're not bad people. They just have traits that make them more attractive to women. I think what makes them, the number one trait I feel like they have is kind of the I'm not going to compromise type of trait, right? Where a girl goes, you talk to a bunch of girls. Yeah, I know. Are you going to stop? No. It's like the nice guy will always compromise. Don't wear those shoes. Okay, I won't wear them. Take your shoes off. I don't like that shirt. Okay. Like whatever she says, he'll just do it. Because again, he wants her. He's gonna do whatever he needs to do to please her. While the bad guy, in parentheses, bad guy is like, nah, like, what do you do to please me? And girl's like, oh, is this the game?
Right.
It's the game.
It's the challenge. It's the challenge, and it incorporates you. It incorporates the girl to respond. And I think it also comes back around to the like confidence in a way, because
confidence is high.
The nice guy thinks, okay, I need to listen to her. I need to do what she wants.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That shows that they're already not confident enough into making their own decisions, into who they are and their morals and beliefs, what they want to do. Why does a girl dictate that? Just be real.
True.
You know, if you don't want to do that, you don't like that, you don't have to always agree. Don't be so agreeable.
So I'm right there. So you said, okay, first thing I'll talk about is confidence, then right back to agreeableness. Like that's huge too. Okay, so confidence. Like that's one thing I'm overdosing on. Like that's just one thing guys have. And I'm trying to help guys, you know, with that as much as I can on TikTok. But yeah, for example, here's the unconfident versus confident. I'm gonna ask you, Haley, what sounds more confident? Hey Haley, will you have time for me this week? I'd love to take you out for a drink. Versus, hey Haley, what's your availability? I want to take you out.
Obviously, the second one, right?
Yeah, like you asking her, hey, like, do you think you'll have time? It's like, do I think I'll have time? Like this, because it's like women want to chase, women want a man that feels like she won over in a way. And by you saying like, hey, do you think you'll have time for me? The man's coming from like a more submissive state to the woman. Right. And girls are like, no, like I'm supposed to submit to your masculine energy, not you submitting to me. Like you're putting me in the leadership position. Like I'm not trying to be the leader of you, you know?
Right.
Like, do you have time for me? It's like, I don't know. Do I? Like, shit, man. Like, this doesn't sound good.
Yeah, well said. That's it. And it blows my mind that so many men miss that. They don't realize that.
Because they want to be nice. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to make her feel like because some guy will say to me, well, what if she feels forced? Like, I force her to say, hey, let's do this weekend, right? He's like, oh, that sounds like you're forcing me. No, she can say no. She can say no.
She can just not even respond if she's really not that interested.
True. Just say it, bro. Like he was terrified to say, let's. He thought he always had to ask permission, like, oh, do you think you'll have time? Or do you want to? Like, you know, he's just being nice. Like, hey, do you want to? I'm like, hey, let's do this.
I'll tell you, every guy that's ever messaged me and phrased it in that sort of way, I have said yes to. Mm-hmm. So it works. It's very true.
Don't be scared.
And just the whole, 4 messages in. Don't beat around the bush. No ring around the rosy. Just go for it. You either want to hang out or you don't. And even if we agree to hang out, it's not going to be right in that second. Like you can agree and still gives you a little bit of time to confirm they're not a serial killer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my lampshade vibe test. I
did not know.
Yes. I always have to guys have to pass like the lampshade vibe check. Wow. Meaning I got to make sure and feel good that this man is who he is. And I'm not going to later turn into a lampshade, more or less.
Gotcha.
So I always have to FaceTime. You can still FaceTime and
Sure.
chat for a little bit. And that already kind of gives you a good sense if you guys are going to get along,
Perfect.
if you don't want to waste your time on a full on date or anything like that. And that's usually what I like to do first, because I don't want to waste a whole night and then it gets stuck and be miserable, if that makes sense.
Sure. Oh yeah. Like, I've been there before. Girls are horrible conversation. I'm stuck there for a couple hours and they suck. And yeah, I get you. I get your point.
And then I think that also if you FaceTime or do something like that before, never been stood up. I've never been catfished. I think that's just a simple way to avoid those sort of things from happening as well.
Got you. Okay. So the guy followed our advice. Within 4 to 5 messages, he set up the date. He's about to pick her up. So fellas, I'm gonna give from the man's point of view on this. That this is, I call it the prep, right? So first, boys, if you can get a nice haircut. Like if you don't like getting like your hair actually cut, just get a lineup on your neck, something basic, something, right? Second thing, wear decent clothes that fit. Girls put a lot of effort into their appearance. At least show clothes that fit. Don't pull up in sweats and be presentable. Third thing is if you're picking her up, have a clean car. Like she shouldn't get in your car and you have she's, oh, let me move my spaghetti in my jeans from the front seat. Like you knew she was coming, so make sure the car is decently clean. Because girls, okay, men, we look to qualify. A girl, I gotta look at you, hey Linda. Okay, cute face, a little weird on TikTok, but she's cute. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Well, girls like a little short, like they're looking to take you out of the equation. Well, guys are trying to put you in the equation. So if your car is already super dirty, she's in that little mouse on a wheel is like I see McDonald's. I see a hair tie. Like it's like their minds going a million miles an hour trying to find ways to take you out of the game. So at least have a clean card, right? Have a bunch of stuff everywhere.
Right.
And then when you arrive to the spot, guys, I ask girls this question often. Let me see if it's the same. I'd laugh my ass off if it was. What's one thing a guy can do with his mouth, not like talking wise? Oh no, anything. Screw it. Anything that has ruined or can ruin a first date.
With his mouth?
Sorry, I worded that wrong. It can be anything. Sorry. I was gonna say like what's a sentence he can say or a thing he can say, but that's too too vague. So anything. He didn't use his chopsticks right. Anything like anything you can think of. That's like, he's out.
That's a tough one. That could be so many things. Not the chopsticks. I don't know. Does bad breath? Oh, they have to say something. I mean,
okay. I'll help you out.
If they don't smell good or bad breath or bad hygiene altogether, that's
okay. I feel like those are pretty common, but I feel like the thing that girls have told me the most, the guy is trying to sell himself to her. Basically, he talked to.
Okay.
Basically,
yeah, I had to.
Right.
And yes, okay, that makes sense.
Because basically, guys, listen, man. I feel like a guy's going on a date, especially if they feel like what this girl is really attractive. They feel okay, like gotta make sure I'm extra macho tonight, to impress this girl. And that's where they mess up because they go, oh, Jason Aldean, we hang out all the time. Oh, speaking of that, his cousin's calling me right now. Oh, hey, like just doing the most, really trying to get you interested with who he knows, where he's been, cars, trips. He starts saying where he's gonna take you. I'm gonna take you here. I'm gonna take you there. What'd your ex do? Oh, he didn't do what I'm gonna do. Like just talking up a game. And he's thinking this is making you like, oh wow, like this guy's, but most of the time it turns women off because they're thinking, why is he like he's compromising for something? Like, because again, I just feel like that can really shoot a man in the foot by just selling himself.
I can't say that I've ever gone out with any guy. No one's like ringing a bell as far as like, I'm going to take you here and trying to like woo
Yeah,
me in
yeah,
that
sure.
sort of way. But the fact that I have hung out with men where they don't know how to have a conversation. And so they're already shy. You can tell they're a little bit, they don't have a whole lot of game, or
Yeah,
they're overly confident and they just don't feel like putting in the effort. But they're the shy introverted that only talk about what they know. And so like they only talk about their job. And I'm really good at conversing and asking, keeping like flow of the same topic
yeah, me too. Likewise.
and turn it into a conversation, right? Because you ask follow-up questions and all you have to do, it's easy. Even if you're not interested, be interested
Yeah,
in what they're saying. And
sure.
so I'm good at that. And then I find that what
Done.
happened.
Okay, yeah, it's me. Keep going.
Okay. I find, but they don't ask anything about me.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
I'll just randomly share something, or try to steer the conversation into like giving a relatable example to what we're talking about, but then it kind of shifts into like what I do or things about me, just to see how they're going to respond. And they're just like, okay, or like they don't know how because they don't know what to say, because they don't have any knowledge on the topic, if that makes sense. So they just kind of like freeze up and continue to just talk about them and like dwell on it. It's just like, okay, cool. This is not the vibe.
Real quick, guys watching on YouTube, my basically have a DSLR camera that's recording and like start acting up. So now I'm using my desktop, like little, there's a word for it, webcam. But anyway, yes. So she basically spoke how the guy will just keep on going about himself, his job, but then he never tried to get to know her. There's a book I would love for you guys to read. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. In the book, it talks about how you will win more friends in a year. No, more friends in a month, he said, getting to know people than in 1 year making people get to know you. Right. So when I go on a date with a girl, it's all about her. Like,
Right.
What do you do? And when she tries to flip it back to me, I'm brief and I flip it back to her. Because I feel like with women, they much rather just discover shit. Like, for example, I'm a signed model to an agency and never tell it to anybody. Okay. But it's dope when I post on my Instagram story, like me on like a billboard and like, yo, whoa. Like, you do this one? Yeah, I've been modeling for a while now. Like, and they're like almost more turned on because they know I could have used that to sway them in the beginning of our relationship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But the fact that you just found out about it and I didn't tell you, didn't shove it in your face, now they're more intrigued by it. So it's better that sometimes girls find out about things about you opposed to other way around. And I'll even go as far as this. Girls may come home for a date. It was fun, but I already know them that well. If you're still a mystery in a way to her, where you talk about yourself all freaking night, you had a good time, but you're like, wait, like I don't really know much about him still.
Yeah.
Kind of has you intrigued to go out with him again because you spent a couple hours with him. You just talk about yourself the whole night, which was fun. It was fun, talking about where you've been and who you know, but he never really went into much about himself.
Right. And it's more fun for girls too to talk about themselves when it seems like, when you feel like you're entertaining, and when they seem interested, and you may not give a shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, but like if you just show a girl just a little bit of interest and sound like you're intrigued, or make it, wow, that's awesome, and like asking follow-up questions and act like you want to know more details. If you're really trying to win this girl, that's a good way to really kind of win her over or make her want to go on a second date, because you make her feel like she's special or like you like her.
True.
So, I mean, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, but if this is advice for men, how to even like continue like dates and how to make dating go well, that's kind of one way. go about it.
All right, now this is where it's better to have a girl on the podcast for this one. The boys always ask, making your move. I think you know what I mean by making your move. Now, for me, I'm witty. I know how to. I can take a situation, like for example, I'll legit start a sentence in a conversation so I can make my move. So I'm a bit more on the wittier side where I don't advise men to do what I do because you probably think too much and mess it up. Like, so this is what I would do, right? Let's just say during the whole date, it was fun. You guys had a good time, but no one was really flirting. No one really showed their cards. No one really showed sexual interest. It was very like, oh yeah, yeah, like, you know, it was just super cool.
Keeping your distance.
Everyone's keeping, no one's showing their cards yet.
Yeah.
It's all about, for me, this is what you think, is the hug afterwards. If she hugs you and then the second you guys have to release, okay, bye. Like, that's her way of saying, I'm good. I know what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to give you the opportunity to, right? But if she hugs you and after, you know, she feels the pressure is going away, like, you know, she feels it, she stays for a second or two, you gotta go. You have to go. If you get rejected, who freaking cares? I've been there. Never talk to the girl again. You're not wasting my money and time. Fuck that. But that's basically what I've been able to find out. It's like a girl hugs you the second she feels the tension go away. She's darting out. She just wasn't down. That's okay. If she hugs you and holds and looks up, gotta go. What's your take on
that? That to a T.
Yeah.
Is like, yes, because I've been in both in both scenarios. I've been the girl to like give the, you know, even like the side hug, but yes, the, you know, like, and I don't know, I always feel like when you're leaving a date, like it could have been a great date, but you're just not feeling it and you just don't see it going anywhere because that physical or that sexual chemistry just doesn't seem to be there. You might like them as a person, but it is what it is. I can still give them a hug, but I can like actually remember a time not too long ago where I did that. And the guy, I think he knew because he didn't text me afterwards. And I feel like if I would have played into it, if I was interested and done the whole like look up and take my time and piddle paddle around in the car, it may have gone differently. But neither of us ever texted each other again. And it was okay.
That's fine.
So I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he wasn't interested either, or maybe he just knew, kind of like what you're saying. But I think that's good advice for all other men.
True.
It's just that simple.
Sure, yeah.
And I don't understand.
It's just guys, they think too much into it. They're nervous. And for me, I'm okay with rejection. I'd much rather go for it and get rejected than go home going, damn, what if I tried? You know?
Yeah.
And also, and now this is perfect segue. Wow, this is perfect. Okay. Have you ever friend zoned a guy that you actually went on a date with before?
Probably.
Okay.
No one comes to mind instantly, but probably maybe a guy that had wanted to like express his feelings.
Yeah.
And then I had to be like, oh no, like I don't like you like that. We didn't actually go out on a date, but we've been talking and texting and communicating for a long time.
See, that's where okay, boys, okay, perfect. Here we go. This is what happens when you don't ask her out. If you sit there and text her every day for weeks, she'll eventually become so comfortable with you. You're like her damn second girlfriend, where she's like gossiping and talking about other guys and like, you know, what hits you. Because it's like, bro, you didn't set the freaking date. Like you said, you never went on the date with him. You've been talking for a while and he never set anything up with you.
Right.
And where he stood with you.
You don't feel as much like you're leading them on. And I think that's why nothing comes to mind, because my intention, the last thing I ever want to do is lead a guy on.
Yeah.
So if we did go on a date and they're trying to continue to hang out, we've already done, we've already tried the romantic thing or seeing if it could go that way.
Yeah.
So if I think that they're trying to hang out again and I'm not feeling it that way, I'm not going to friend zone them. I'm probably going to just let them know and then just try to end it there. Versus like if you're just talking and texting, communicating back and forth all the time, you feel less like you're leading them on, if that makes sense.
True. I feel that.
So that's okay to, so girls might feel like that's more valid to friend zone them. Like we assume you should have known.
Got you. Yeah. Guys mess up and get friends all the time because they spend so much time on the text, on the phone, on the FaceTime, and not enough with her in person. And they just get stuck because the girl's like, okay, it's been like 2 months, you never asked me out. Maybe it's want to be friends. Well, on the other hand, the guy wants to ask you out, but he's just nervous. He's scared. He's not confident enough to say, hey, I want to take you out, and they get caught in the friend zone. And they may play that friend zone card for up to, because now I'll finish my statement first. I was excited. The guy will, play friend zone for 6, 7, 8 months, a year. And then one day just break out, hey, what the heck? I like you. Or even go physical, like make the physical move. And you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, buddy, pal,
Yeah.
friend. What's going on?
Right. Or you say, I've had guys get mad at me. And it's kind of like, whoa, why are you getting so upset here? Or like, treated me like I owed them something because, maybe they were always there and wanted to cater to my feelings. Like, oh, I'm here for you. Oh, you're down. Let me know if there's anything I can do. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks. But like, on a busy day and he's, being whiny about something. Well, to us, it's just like, I guess I've found myself in a lot of not relationships, but friends and guys that live long distance away. And it's like, I think maybe they have held out in a way, and expect more because they're giving that attention to us. They almost start to like expect it in return.
So guys, here's one thing, and I feel like you get mad at women when you don't understand what's going on. So I'll do my best to break it down. In this dating world, it's a dance. I want sex, you want attention. But girls have learned, wait a minute, I can get the attention without the sex if I want to. And they do it, right? They get all the FaceTimes, the calls on the way to work, the shoulder to cry on, the vent to, while not giving you their side of the deal, right? Now, this is why when a girl offered to friend zone me, I was like, no, I took my attention away entirely because I knew she was down. Like what friend zoning is from the girl's perspective is she gets the male attention, you get no sex. But the male friend zone is I get the sex, you get no connection. So we're not gonna be texting all day. You text me, hey, when I come over, okay, cool. We bone, off we go, right? So that's the male friend zone, which most men don't get to that. Like most men, you put 10 guys in a room, only 2 of them can like manage a rotation of girls they just bang and don't spend $1 off, right? Because so it's like you gotta understand, guys, they want the attention. And if because guys think, wait a minute, I give the attention, where's your side of the deal? Here, where's your side of the deal?
Right.
They get mad, right? And I've been there when I was young, right? It's a girl like, I like you. Like, why are you acting surprised? I'm making this move on you, right? But they took you out of the romantic box and put you in the friendship box, and it's hard for you to get out from one to the other. It's been done, it's just rare, Yeah.
The only issue with that I found, because like I said, sometimes girls want the same thing, but you never know when the guy, since you're not communicating, you don't know when that's going to end. That's a very slippery slope, because that could end. You don't know if that's the last time you'll ever see this person. At least that's the way I see it. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think that's my problem. I understand we don't have to talk all day, every day, but like, then you're just asking to be ghosted though, because that's what happens pretty much every time.
So my tip to avoid the friend zone, guys, and Haley will give you hers as well, at least one, is set your dates quickly and make your moves. That will guarantee you'll never get friend zoned. If you're setting a date with her pretty quickly, get on the date, make your move. You may get rejected. Okay, you move on. If she lets you make her move, okay, she's not going to friend zone you now. Like, you've been intimate with her now. So it's like you put yourself in the friend zone by delaying the link up and just talking. That's how you increase your friend zone chances, by just running your mouth and setting no dates.
Absolutely. 100%.
So you have a tip for the boys to kind of avoid the friend zone?
Basically that, not being so available, not always catering to their feelings or acting so interested. I mean, things like that, because the more attention you give us, via text, the more we're going to feed off that. And we're going to look at you more and more as a gal pal.
And that's what you don't want to be, guys. You do not want to be the gal pal. So guys, that this podcast is loaded with gems. I got a lot of clips. I'm gonna send you some clips as well so you can promote on your TikTok, because you made some excellent points tonight. But I appreciate it. That was an hour and it went by in a snap of a finger.
Wow. That was fun.
It was
fun. It's interesting perspectives.
Absolutely. Now, real quick, I'm gonna end the recording by saying a lot. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming out, defund simping. And I know her name is Haley, as told by Haley. Great collaboration. Hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Drop it, right? Let us know. All right, peace, y'all.